Let's look at how you might use PolyNome to create an example practice routine. So this playlist is actually called example practice routine, but you might call this rudiments practice or something similar. I've used the notepad here to add a note explaining what this is. So this actually tells you all about example practice routines. So every preset in this playlist is a simple click, and the names of the presets indicate the sticking exercises to play. So if we play this, it's just a quarter note click. And this is also just a quarter note click. But I've given them the names of the stickings that we need to practice, and I've set the reps to be 30. Now you could also choose that you want to play each of these for a certain amount of time, in which case you would click the gear icon and choose repeat timer, and then say, for example, you want to play this for 5 seconds. So we'll play this, and after 5 seconds is up, it will move on to the next item in the list. And we have play sound when advancing turned on to alert us that we've moved on to a new item, in case you're looking elsewhere. So essentially, this is the equivalent of taking some sticking exercises from a book, writing them as the preset names so you don't need to look at the book anymore, you can just look at what the sticking is, and setting them to 30 reps each so we don't need to keep an eye on a timer to know when we should move on to the next one. PolyNome does all that for us. And another nice feature about this is that because those presets are labeled with the actual sticking, when they are put into the practice log, we can see that we've played 4 seconds for the preset LRLR. And if we look in the actual practice log, you can change the filters to show current playlist. So this will show us all of the practice logs for all of the events within that playlist. So I've only used this as an example, but we can see that there are 5 events for the current filters. 90 BPM, 2 seconds for this sticking, 2 seconds for that sticking. And you can view graphs of these, which you find on the first page. So you can see when we've practiced, which days, and which examples we've done the most work on, and what tempos we've practiced them at. So this kind of thing is really useful for keeping tabs on what you're working on. And also for students. So you could create a practice routine for a student to work on, and then you could email it to them. So you would do that from the playlist manager, tap on the practice routine you want to email them, click on actions, and choose share. You would add a tag which would be used when they import this. So you could just call it Bill Homework. Click on share, and then you get the options to share by mail, or if you have iMessages or AirDrop, you can use those as well. So that's an example of using PolyNome to create practice routines.